I know you said that, it's not, you didn't want to get into talking about Falcons or whatever, but more than anything, you wanted to get this defense turned around. Can you just talk about how
Yeah,
you guys
I think we just wanted to capture, our style and our identity. So when you don't have it, you really notice it. And so I thought, leaving the Minnesota game, our style was, attack how we like it. And so when we have one that you don't, it shows up. And so that's really what we challenged one another on. Let's make sure we capture our style and our attitude and how we play. And I thought the players, they did a fantastic job of that. It was definitely complimentary football, all the way through tonight.
Big setback, obviously, losing Randy. You've been playing without Tank. Now you lose Randy to the game. What were you guys able to do? Do you like the way Doran stepped up, Mike had moved around, bashing up all those guys?
Yeah, and that's the good news about when you have a deep roster. And, the guys here have done a good job. And so we trust the players, when their moment comes and they can deliver. And I think DA was a good example of that today, not just on defense, but on special teams as well. And so we've played, maybe 30, I think with Tristan now, probably 32 guys so far this season. So that's a big amount to play, but it pays dividends in moments like now where you've got the experience and you're ready to go. And don't get me wrong, we miss Randy and Tank like crazy, but it's important to know that we keep on rolling.
When Randy was a guy that you've been running him or all through the line, standing up, across the center, all that stuff, that's where Dorrance got a sack today too. So, it was one of those things where he kind of filled that role, so to speak? Yeah,
some of the spots where we, utilized different guys, Micah and Randy and all of them. So, we miss them like crazy. And the good news is they're going to be back. And the other guys that are playing are gaining experience because to play at our best, we're going to need everybody. And so I thought it was a good job by guys stepping up and making plays today.
Cornerbacks are not supposed to have great hands. Your guys are off the turf, off their head. All three of your corners that made picks today were big-time plays on the ball. You can speak
I think, between Al and Joe and the corners and the safeties, they work extremely hard at ball drill. So we see it in practice. They're doing it before, they're doing it after. So we make it such a premium. But I think from the secondary and from Joe and Al, they really emphasize it. And you see it in practice. So it's good to see coming in from practice into the game.
Speaking of Atlanta, what are some of the things as a coordinator, that used to be your quarterback, your guys over there, what are some of the things that you could see on tape that maybe helped you?
Yeah, not as much as you'd think. You may know a style of a player, but they're new on all three phases. So you may struggle with one thing, but that wasn't really the case here. They've got some really talented guys, and the way they're featuring players make it super challenging. With Pitts and Patterson and the way they can use guys in different spots, that always is challenging.
Now that it's over, how big was this personally for you to face those guys? A lot of guys over there, like equipment guys, trainers, and all that stuff. What did it mean?
Well, I'd say there's a lot of people that I care about a lot, and so good to have that game done and over with. But more than anything, when you like any team that there's a lot of friends that you have and you go battle and play, and so it's kind of the fun part of the NFL. There's always good rivalries in between coaches and players, but there's a lot of guys on that roster and in the building that I certainly care about a lot.
All right, one more. We said last week that's not what this team is. We think they're different than that. Is this what this team is? And what they can be?
You don't really get to until you get back in the environment. You can talk about it, but you got to be about it, and so you don't really get to show that, okay, it wasn't how we want to do, but when you got to get back in that moment to do that. And so we took a good step today, and we're going to continue to push to improve, and that's really, as you keep going on, you want to get better and better with your execution. I thought we took a step in that direction today.
And now you just got to get ready for Mahomes.
Yeah, well, we'll worry about that in a few hours.
All right.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.